Pokket here with MMORPG, bringing you another guide to Star Wars. Now this week I'm going to go ahead and continue with the Warzone guides, moving on to Voidstar. I have a feeling that I do get in a lot of groups where they don't exactly know the layout because there still are quite a few new people pouring into the game. I'm going to explain the layout, and I'm also going to get into a few strategies that I've seen used that work really well. Quickly, the first step to learning Voidstar is to know the layout of the map. Like Hutball, there are heal buffs and expertise buffs hidden within the map. You'll generally find these heal buffs hidden around the corners of the doors. And the expertise buffs are a little trickier to find, but I've pinpointed them on the map. If your team is attacking, there are 3 sets of doors that you'll have to get down before your team can contest the core. To break down these doors, you'll have to plant a bomb. There is a toggleable part of the center of the door. It'll take 8 seconds to plant the bomb and 20 seconds for the bomb to break the door down. Until the door is down, this door will need to be defended by the attacking team, making sure that defenders do not disarm the bomb. If your team is defending, you'll need to keep people off of these doors by killing or interrupting people trying to plant the bomb. Dots and AoEs are an effective way to stop enemies from planting bombs. If a bomb does get planted, it takes 3 seconds to disarm the bomb. This doesn't sound like a lot of time, but it really is should the attackers keep interrupting you. So now we move on to the strats of the map. This is where things get a bit tricky, because while there are some effective strats, what your team does depends on what the enemy team is doing. Keep in mind that the strats I mention are not the end-all be-all, but they are merely ideas to keep in mind while playing. If you're attacking, one strat we find the most effective is to zerg one side, which will attract the bulk of the enemies. While killing them off is ideal, the point of this is to attract them to that side, leaving very few to defend the other side. Eventually maybe even causing all of the enemies to leave the other side. Should they have someone defending the other side, if 2 people go to this location, it is often that one person can start attacking the enemy, slowly peeling him away from the door. Then the other starts to plant the bomb. Usually one of 2 things happens. You can CC him from your ally in time for the bomb to plant, or he'll get tunnel vision and won't even notice that your ally is planting the bomb. Should neither of these work, then your ally that's trying to plant the bomb should immediately start attacking him as well, so you can hopefully kill him in time before he has backup. So if you're defending, it is ideal to keep the bulk of your group defending the side with the more enemies attacking. However, you must always keep at least one person on the other door. Should an enemy, most likely a stealther, try to plant the bomb on the less populated side, you'll need someone to call incoming, as well as fend them off until backup can arrive. It is never a good idea to leave a door completely undefended. There have been multiple times in our pre-mades that we have snagged doors simply because no enemies were guarding it. If you're defending alone, against 1 or more people, and it looks like you're going to go down, put up some dots on the players before you die. This is basically a last-ditch effort to keep them off the door. And should multiple enemies be planting the bomb, throw down an AoE under them for immediate disrupts. So here are some don'ts for this map. I've already done a lot of do's. Don't leave doors undefended. I said this earlier, but I can't stress how important it is that you don't leave doors undefended. As uneventful as defending can be, it really is important that you do always defend. Because I can almost guarantee that if you leave it undefended, a stealther will plant the bomb on that door and it will go down. Don't fight away from the doors if you're defending. It's okay for 1 or 2 people to be fighting away from the doors, but for all of your team to leave the door leaves the door undefended, maybe even to the point that you get CC'd and can't get back in time to disrupt somebody. It is really important that you stay close enough that you can interrupt someone trying to plant a bomb. And this is a strat that a lot of healers do. They'll try to pull their enemies away from the door, and that's not what you want. That being said, I've queued up with a pre-made, which is no more than 4 people. It's basically half of the Warzone. 2 of us were under 20, 2 of us were 50 with decent gear, and we've queued up against an all 50 good geared pre-made and simply just outplayed them in this map. This is a map where teamwork and skill can definitely stand a chance against people who out-level or out-gear you. But I just can't stress the importance of teamwork in this map. Leave a comment below for what your team usually likes to do in regards to strategy in Voidstar. What do you find is most effective for the way you play, or maybe the way your pre-made plays, etc. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and you can find me streaming on Twitch TV. Head on over to MMORPGcom to check out more guides and reviews and analysis on video games. Outro.